right, so this is episode 41 of Oluswole, podcast on a budget. We have today a meme connoisseur, programmer, and a spiked sunglasses scholar. Abdi, what's good?
Not much. All great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about, or you were just talking about this, like how this podcast is kind of like an old unreleased interview for like your favorite artists, like the ones that you dig back up like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, 10 years ago, they're doing Oluswole, and they talk about their lives and stuff.
Yeah. You are like, was a guy on YouTube kind of like just does like, feel like, but it do.
Oh, Nardwar.
Nowhere. Yeah. This is where you find all this information.
Yeah.
Like you find those like off the records, old like from the archives, like.
Yeah.
do. Yeah, one of those, honestly.
Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, and just freeze and be like, yeah. But yeah, you're talking about the weekend and like how there's an old gem of him singing on the bus.
Yeah.
Just like raw voice and everything like that.
Yeah. Like buzz cut, low, like not even liking today. Yeah.
Yeah. Before the dreads and everything.
For the dreads, before the beam and madness.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Before My Dear Melancholy.
My Dear Melancholy, before I got demolished.
I think I was OD listening to The Weeknd like in high school, like junior year, senior year. And one of my favorite projects of all time. I'm trying to build a vinyl collection in the future, but one of my favorite projects of all time is Starboy.
Really?
Yeah. And After Hours. What them two albums? Oh my goodness.
That's interesting. So for me, like I like The Weeknd also all throughout high school, like even today. So like I think was it called After Hours probably his best like collective like like mastered album like all the way through. I think it was well thought through. Be behind it was it called Starboy is like another like this for pop be like that's probably the best. Like I was actually there's a new one that's like more like that, but I liked Starboy a lot too.
Yeah.
I think kind of different like at that point like actually like put him on the world stage like definitely like he was I mean like Beyond Madness put him there, but like he was definitely a stable player then, like it was well established, was uncontested.
He was definitely because he was up and coming before those two albums, but like by Starboy, like it was undeniable.
Yeah.
Another Habesha making waves, and we also have Abdi on the pod too, so that makes two of y'all, you know. It's putting it on for the community. But for context, we're roommates this year. Shout out Emmanuel and Ahmed, you know.
Yes. Yep.
All four of us. And you're from Minnesota?
I am.
Yeah.
St. Paul.
Same size.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Tell me about like, because you know you're Somali, so tell me about the Somali presence in Minnesota, because there's a particularly high concentration of Somali people.
Yeah.
So just tell me about that.
So like, I mean, there's a like, it's the biggest population like in U.S. right now. I mean, like a lot of people come out like scattered there. A lot of people have like some people like have family there, as well as like communities like such as like you have like relations of like a mall. So funny thing is, I think I learned another place like I think Atlanta also has like malls. Maybe that's a small thing, but like they have major malls there. Like a lot of people like family are there, so a lot of people just gravitate there in the U.S. Yeah,
I see that. So for you, like, did you have other friends who were called Abdi or like the same name or?
I have not. Wait, I don't remember. I feel like this actually should have been. I just have not ran. I feel like I've not ran into one. If it was, I don't think I ever would call them by the first name. But it was the first part of the name. There's always at least something else. I think I just called them with the full thing, and they just called them some of the full.
Oh, okay.
It's like I just can't remember somebody else. You know, maybe there were. I just don't remember.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just curious. I live on St. Paul though. I haven't really explored the Midwest like that, but I've never been to sort of like St. Paul or Minnesota or anything like that.
Yeah, so St. Paul is like, have you went to DC?
Yeah, DC.
So it's pretty much like DC. It's like very flat, like kind of like government-ish area. Like there's a capital, so it's like pretty flat. I'm not saying like all government capitals are flat because the capital, but it's pretty flat like that. Kind of more like historical, kind of suburban, kind of city, like kind of vibe. It definitely has its own it's called Central Business District. There's kind of more like you have the skyscrapers and all that stuff, and kind of more about the harbor area or the Mississippi. I say. Besides that, I think it's like just a chill city, honestly. Very clean compared to Philly. Like working eyes, like unrecognizably, like if you go to like if you go there and come to Philly, you recognize how dirty Philly is. Like it's actually insane. Like especially when I was on campus here in the spring, my mom and I just came in, and I was just like, "What is this?" I mean, the more like we live here, I kind of got used to it.
Yeah.
But like you just see like a lot of things that like some of like the amount of like trash is on the floor here is like a lot compared to like somewhere else like St. Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that? St. Paul's pretty chill, pretty calm.
Yeah. Y'all ever have school off because you have like 5 feet of snow, like
Bro.
and stuff like that?
Yes, I remember like the sixth grade, like January, first week of January or something like after like winter break. We didn't have school for like a week. So we were just like I think it was just so cold. And it was like I forgot, it was like maybe it was like around like accumulated like 10 feet. I don't know if you're that's crazy, 10 inches. It was like a same nothing up.
10 feet is kind of crazy.
So it was insane. It's like you walk in like it was so cold that like they told me like get food, not really like just stay in, don't leave, like cars weren't like turning on. Like yeah. So we had lots of days. But like the snow days have to be snow days. It won't be like Texas snow days. It has to be proper snow days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, because Texas nowadays, I remember, I think it rained. No, sorry, I was in Texas for 8 years,
Mm,
and it snowed once,
mm,
and there's just like a little drizzle of snow. Like I made a snowman about the size of my adult palm,
mm.
right? And we got the day off school because like it was snow. Like we can't handle that in Texas. And yeah,
Bro, it's crazy to me. I think it's the first year I've ever witnessed a year without snow. Like didn't feel like
oh, wow.
at all. At least something like at least in something like Minnesota. Like I talked to my mom like the other day. It was just snow, like and we're just chilling here with this like rain.
Crazy.
Yeah.
For me, it's the opposite. Like hardly seeing snow before coming over to campus. Like rarely.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I think the first time, yeah, I remember the first time there was snow here. It was like the bridge was like
Yeah.
first time I saw you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were really about to fall off.
Yeah. Yeah. Context. Like we were trying to walk up. I think is that called Walnut Bridge or Locust Bridge? I forgot what it's name.
I didn't even know I had a name, honestly. I be seeing like it has. I think it was donated. I remember, but like it was like class of something,
The class of 1920, something like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever it is, we walk up the ridge and everyone was just slipping and sliding because like the road was so icy.
Yeah.
And I saw Abdi there, freshman Abdi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was freshman to me too. But yeah, what a time.
That's crazy. In 2 years,
It's wild. Like we were just taking food to our dorms and
bro, and on an assembly line, you gotta pick the time on the app.
yeah, they're all
You can't get there 5 minutes early, they kick you out.
yeah,
6 feet apart.
yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it was a they stuck to the regime. Like, they stuck to it. But I can't even imagine with like what we've experienced now. I can't even imagine going back to that. Like,
But the food hit though. I feel like it hit better than now.
that's
Like it was smelled better quality at the time. Bit maybe like I don't know.
maybe they weren't producing as much. Possibly. I don't know. I'm just speculating because like I feel like now it's pretty easy to get food, so you have to like make a lot of food because everyone's easy access. But now people are only going to certain places. Some dining halls were closed down, so it's like the overall supply of food was probably less.
Yeah.
so they could make it better.
We didn't have that many options.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving away from that, Lex Eterna, you're ninth out of 330 competitors.
But I didn't actually to look up SD on LinkedIn, right? So Lex Trina was like, what is this, sophomores, like fall? Yeah. So we did pen hackathons. It was it was me, Lucas Klein, Matthew and Maj, and kid goes by name like Andy Lou. We just wanted to like experience the hackathon once. School overhypes every year. We just want to compete. Honestly, we just had like it was like essentially like in the like late August for like first week of school. And you just a weekend you just like in 3 days you just build whatever project within the specs they give you, and then like 3 consecutive days. So most people just sleep over, like just stay in the whatever place you were and just work all day.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's what I just ended up just doing. A little off the record though, little side piece is like, as a person, like I was just on so much cough because like also that's the same time where like, you want to call it the freshman plague was hitting.
Oh yeah.
So I had to drink so much cough syrup. Like I had to drink so much cough syrup. Like yeah, I was maybe a little bit slippery in there, but maybe you could get it done though. You got it done.
Yes, sir.
You got it done.
Full through. I mean, so how long did it take though to do the entire project?
No, we took all 3 days. We had rotations. Like some people will sleep their time. We came back the next day or in the morning.
That's it.
And then we were working all the way until like that the noon deadline on that Sunday. Like literally, we were just grinding, and then the minute after, we just fell asleep, and we woke up later the day just to see like where our status was or standing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was worth it. Honestly, it was a nice little competition.
Yeah. I mean, y'all are 9,330. I mean, that's definitely not bad at all.
Yeah.
And this is Lexi Turner provides services for governments to publish and store laws of security.
Yeah, it was just like online. Like, and the cool thing about it was, like it was backed with like Ethereum, like so it was like trying to like use trying to use that network to like secure data. Yeah,
that's fine. Are you a crypto head?
I'm not really a crypto, but I'm great. I like seeing like where different technology are.
Yeah.
Like actually, I'm great. Like in my opinion on this, I think like eventually, like cryptocurrency will take over like the world after like if it becomes like if it takes over the global reserve currency, like the US dollar, and it becomes like that because like that's the US dollar. The US dollar is so much power because like that's what everybody uses. Like the cryptocurrency is like something like you can like there's an design behind any kind of specific government, so I just use it regardless. So like I know I vote. I don't know. Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, like I'm not super well versed, but it seems pretty interesting. I was trying to go to some pen. Actually, I did go to some pen blockchain events just to see like what was happening, and it's just like I tried to sit there and understand it, but it was a lot because I don't have a super like. They're talking about the theory of like how the blockchain works and stuff, but it's just I don't have that kind of background, so it's kind of hard understanding some things. But it seems cool. Like it has different applications, so yeah, it's excited to see where it will be.
Bro, it just needs that one I mean, so the cryptocurrency how they found behind cryptocurrency is blockchain.
Yeah.
We just need something like ChatGPT for AI. Like if that blows up, and it'd be like yeah, crazy. I mean there's a lot. I just want to see something like very out there mainstream like ChatGPT does.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
ChatGPT exploded. Like that is crazy. Like it's actually pretty impressive. Like it's like a real. You can ask anything. It just spits out something real.
Have you seen the other what you call it application that OpenAI like released?
No, I wasn't.
You know that we were reading DALL-E 2? Like that was the thing that we were messing with the
yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. And there's so many other things too. Like they can do like they have.
The AI is definitely a big thing. I saw this one AI where it's just like people like NBA players in the 1800s, if they were like 1800, like people like old time, like medieval kind of people, not before the 1800s, but like that era.
I just need that AI that I can just like put on a Zoom call and just feel the thing to me and perfectly responds to every question.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And just when that happens, I need to invest. I need to invest before then. Honestly, I need to invest before then.
For sure. You can get an Abdi bot Mohamed.
That's what I'm saying.
Do all your hands with.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm clutch. Isn't there a song called like there's an AI bot called Emma or something like that? Ooh, it's like the first living AI robot thing that can like respond to human language or something. Like they brought it on the Ellen show or something like that. I might be tripping, but let me see. Let me look it up. It's like there's some sort of AI robot first. I feel like Joe Rogan looking things up during my podcast.
That is gonna be put on here
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah. Ask one of my engineers to like put it on for me. Sophia.
Yeah, quite dude. Like it's like on the spot. Like is it like wow?
Yeah, no, they're nice. Oh, should I put on the screen too? Should I put on the screen too? How do I even do that, bro?
The ones that would be key, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, ask ChatGPT how to do this. Okay, cool. I want y'all to see my tabs though. Sophia, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Sophia Hansen and Robotics. Yeah, this person, it's 2016. I don't know if it's on the Ellen show, but like, it's basically just a robot or this humanoid robot that they created in Hong Kong. Apparently, she can act like a human. So, yeah, she has her own passport too.
Huh?
Yeah, so she has her own passport apparently.
Oh my.
Man, she got more stamps than I do. That's crazy. Wild. But yeah, that's just what I want to show. Moving away from that, I was looking at your Spotify Wrapped, you know?
Ooh, let's hear about this. Get into this. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Drake, you got Playboy Cardi. Who else you got? Drake, Playboy Cardi. I believe I saw The Weeknd and
Yeah.
Future.
Yeah, and then I think was Kanye West in any of this year?
Ye wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how Drake is in there every year, bro. I mean, I definitely do listen to a lot of Drake.
Yeah.
But just like, how is he always number one? Like, I actually actively try not to. But I mean, there's so many great songs that, like, you know, and they're out there. And, you know, so like, we just come out probably once.
Yeah.
Turn it off. But, yeah, somehow he stays beyond there.
That's just God.
Well, Playboy Cardi's a new person, though. I didn't expect it, like, to be, like, was he, like, second or third? Or, like, I don't even know. Yeah, like, and I think I actually got into, like, in spam of, like, maybe, like, I like OD, like, pretty much into, like, after like May. So like really like June. It was like more like June. And then I guess I've been listening a lot to the point like he got like passed me on the artist.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow.
That's fine. I think one Drake song. Drake's music is just kind of everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of so many people had Drake in their top Spotify Wrapped.
I mean, those old Drake is essential, bro. Like it's a classic, the you know, Heartbreak Drake, and you just need that in the replay, the rotation.
Mm-hmm. Cups of the Rose.
Cups of the
Individuals in my old phone. Can't sing the whole song, but you know what I mean. But yeah, one Drake song that's stuck in my head right now is is that song with Puff God. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. It's called like We Got Done.
Yeah. I can't remember this. Yeah.
It's like try to as we are, I see.
Last night, yeah.
People don't like it when Drake. Some people criticize Drake for his musical choices, but I mean, he makes good music. I can't.
Bro, I just Emmanuel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think he's just out there so much that people just start hating him.
Yeah.
So just like funny little thing. I mean, he is a bit corny, but also like he knows he's corny.
Yeah.
He plays into it. Like, but like the fact he knows that, to me, it makes him uncorny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally agree. It's just like he's cognizant of the corniness and he can't be that corny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I get what you mean. Like, yeah.
It reminds me of the little memes were going around like that's something that Drake would say.
Yeah.
And he just like had that video where he actually does that. Like he was like on the basketball court and like at his home gym, and he just
I saw that. I saw it. Yeah. Yeah. Like Drake's. There's certainly collections of memes that I really like, and one of them is 21 Savage being British memes, but another one is like the Drake is the type of guy.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me. Like Drake is the type of guy to say keepers when something scary happens, you know, stuff like that. Yeah.
Now it was funny seeing it look like come back around, and then I'm just saying it like Drake's some person, and he just Lisa said the same thing in his like wow.
I feel like some rappers are like, oh, I'm just locked in. I don't look at my phone. I don't see the comments. I'm like,
yeah.
If you're a public figure and you have social media, like you see the comments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, people think about you. You have an idea. So it's just, I feel like you can just be genuine about it. It's disingenuous.
Yeah. It actually feels, it is pretty genuine, I would say, most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a Cardi clone or what? Like, what do you?
I say Cardi influence.
Yeah.
Cardi influence. See, I don't even know what even Cardi clone even would be. Like to what degree do I have to like be like I see the Cardi clones and that's like the Holiday Ceremony and all of them, but like
Ken Carson.
King Carson, yeah. Like if I like, I feel like even if I tried to be a clone, I wouldn't even be a clone. I'd just be like, I don't know, be a weird offset. You know what I mean?
It's like Migos.
Offset. It's
No. No, I get you. I get you.
yeah,
Yeah. I think Freddie's music is nice. Well, his big songs are nice.
yeah,
Like Mr. Rage,
yeah.
Sky. The Sky was in your top five close listen to songs. Like Woke Up Like This as well.
I did not expect Scott to be in there. I have no clue. I think I'm just on the background because I don't not like I don't actually like. Actually, don't like that song.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, actually, Scott's actually major cap. I do like, but like in the rotation, I will never play it. Like I'll skip to the other ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, look like that for sure. I remember like waking up like that. I look background like, like I don't actually remember like Scott. That's actually the funniest one. I was like in there. I was like, wow, I did not remember playing that song.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it's probably one of those things just playing in the background, just like don't turn it off.
Yeah.
They're playing.
That happens to me too. My talk song of 2020. I wasn't really listening to
Yeah, it was a Blueberry Fago.
No, it was in Figo. I think Blueberry Figo was in my top 5 for 2020. But my most listened to song in 2020 was called Only the Team by Lil TJ and Lil Mosey. Yeah,
Only the Team.
Only the Team. It's just because it drops right when we got sent out, like during COVID, like high school, and they kicked us out in March. So that's when it dropped.
Wait, you said you're in high school?
Yeah, so 2020, March 2020 or April 2020.
Where? Yeah, you said you were in the UK though.
No, I was in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wait, is your high school in the UK or was it?
It was in Abu Dhabi, but they followed the British curriculum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the UK connection.
I see.
So we had a lot of our teachers were British. A good number of our students. It was international, but a good number of our students were like British and stuff. So yeah. But I was just playing FIFA and like that song was in the rotation. It was just like, okay. I was at home doing absolutely niche. So
there's like a big influence of like I forgot like, how did you get into like what's his name? Can't really think. The guy who Lil Mosey, yeah. How did how did that happen? Like how did that like sorry, like what like Lil TJ like, it's like a big influence of the are they like a big influence in like in the UK or like like from like your high school or like how did that happen?
Yeah, that's a great question. And people ask me this because they're surprised I listen to a lot of like young American rappers and stuff.
But why would that be surprising?
Because of my background, because I spent a lot of my time growing up outside of the US, so they don't expect me to be like listen to like artists like that.
I mean, like because I also like there's like Nab what comes up was very big like outside the US like either like so like for the UK it's really just like I'm like bro what
Yeah
I didn't even know like the influence was that big. Like not having on that like just because like I see like it's more like big R's in the US.
Yeah,
as you know, it was big R's like or like it was in other parts. Like, like you don't hear the other big R's in the US, like the major players in the US over there as much.
Yeah. I get what you mean. And there's no way you'd be able to know unless you're actually there. So there's that. But to answer your like previous question, I mean, I kind of started listening to my own music when I was 13, and I was just kind of listening to whatever was around. So I was 13 in 2015, so I was like Fetty Wap. So we're hearing Trap Queen, My Way, 679, stuff like that, like songs like that, or whatever's on the radio, like pop songs and stuff. And then I think I naturally kind of, I naturally like upbeat music more. That's kind of the music that draws me in. So I stumbled.
What does that mean? Upbeat music?
Upbeat. So
okay.
So then I kind of stumbled. My sister made me a Spotify account because she was in college, so she had a discount. So she made me an account. And this is in 2018. I just like played music one day, and I started playing "Notice" by Lil Mosey, and I was like, "Oh, it's a cool song." And I heard his discography, and I was like, "Oh, this artist, music is cool." It's completely random,
bro. Like back in the day, back in the middle school era, I would never listen to any songs, even if it didn't have like a music video. Like I thought it was like
sacrilege to not watch a not listen to the music without watching the video.
I was saying, like, it didn't seem like it was just just a song, like just on audio. It just seemed like this is old technology, or like what is having music video. I really would wait for like a whole album until like there was like the album would drop and I'd wait for the music videos for the specific songs to listen to it. Like I would wait to that period and this like create like this artist like making music videos. Until then, I would not sit. So like I wasn't even really listening to music until like honestly college because of that same routine. I would even like even I was like, this is actually like what's the artistic? Like, where's the artist here? Like, why come they're not doing their artistic part?
Yeah,
And then this, I'm like, yeah.
I guess yeah.
Like now though, like now, like I'm like, well, what kind of thought process was I going through? Like that's actually so dumb. Like, music is actually some songs are probably better without the music video, and you just, I actually,
Yeah. Because without the music video, you're forced to actually listen to the music. You know what I mean? So that can either work in your favor or work against it. But yeah, it depends how good the music video is. If it's just like a typical rapper music video where it's like cars and money and stuff like that, it doesn't really add substance. But some of them snap. Some of them are good. It depends. Case by case thing, for me at least.
I was really surprised. One good music video was what was his name? Keep forgetting this guy's name. Oh, freestyle. No, was that made freestyle? Like
who freestyle?
No, freestyle. My bad. Yeah, I think the young boy area. My bad. Wow, I'm really dumb that. He had one with he did a remix of Michael Jackson's Dirty Diana.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I think it just love that video. I think that was something I just was really surprised. Like actually, like I would not listen to that song if it wasn't for the music video. Yeah,
that's fair. What was it about?
It was I'm not even sure. Like they're still dating, but like Floyd Mayweather's daughter was dating him.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what really happened between them, but like I think they really broke up. Or so, like how whatever the relationship was, it wasn't going the best then. But like, George just having a video that like honestly like her or like maybe a clone of her like what do you call it? What is that when somebody a stage like usually like, imagine you and then you have like somebody looks like you and then they do all these stuff.
Oh, stunt double?
Stunt double, yeah. Something like that. And they're just like slicing like tires and like sneaking around the compound with the ski mask. First of all, like how should I get caught with all that high security and they have so many guns? Yeah. Someone's a good question. But essentially that was the whole thing. And him just singing in the background with this little twist of Dirty Anna.
It's just yeah. Maybe a young boy making waves. I like the song. My favorite young boy song is probably, I think it's called No Love. No. It's like cars coming 5 to this hill and we don't wait. I think it's called No Love. Like me, boy. But yeah. He has another one called like My Window or something like that. That's right. Yeah, I don't listen to a ton of him, but he's good. He's good. Yeah. NBA never broke again, right?
That'd be soon, honestly. That'd be soon.
All right.
Huh?
Why?
Those regular legal court cases and stuff of that sort. We're probably not, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah. NBA or HNBA young boy, hopefully not broke again.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. Moving away from that, you said your goal. A young Abdi said, my goal is to create a job that doesn't exist.
It's one of those, like, I feel like it has to be high school. I mean, it has to be ninth year me. Wait, not ninth year. Freshman year me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The freshman year me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I was so energetic, bro. Like, I mean, honestly, that is the goal, though, eventually. I think it was underneath the philosophy of, like, if you really work on something that you really do care about, like, there's only work. So, like,
yeah.
Or like, that was that tainted with, like, if you do find something that's very new to the world, it is that passion of yours, and then you keep on adventuring with that. Like, when you like something like even small project I work on myself, like small things I'm really interested in around our apartment I want to really fix. Those things don't really feel like work. You just trying to find it, like, you're trying to find something. So that's where it's coming from.
I see.
Idealist. Yeah.
But it's real. I mean, it just showed like you wanted to create something and leave a lasting impact.
Yeah.
So I see like it was a cool quote that I saw. I was like, I'm gonna write this down next time.
Where's that? Where you saw that quote from?
You know, I know people. They know people.
Right, I get it.
Yeah, it's I mean, you were a Clark scholar, so
Yeah, I know exactly what I mean.
yeah.
Dude, that website has like, I don't know how I was writing like that time period I was writing was actually like as if I was writing biblical scripts, bro. Like this is not
We were writing a thesis.
thesis, bro, for sure. Everything sounding mad nice.
Yeah, that's right. You also said you're into the sci-fi box science and show.
That back when I was used to be addicted to YouTube, like vlogs. I mean, I still watch all the vlogs, but like back then, I was very much into like watching YouTube videos and like for like more of the science behind things and stuff like that. I was just kill time just watching that. The algorithm really got me, bro. I won't even lie. It got me like 20 hours a week. Yeah, that's why even, like freshman year, we never had the app downloaded, so I was always browsing it on like Chrome.
Yeah, you called me.
It's in that because I saw today I still don't have that. So if I ever does like download, I'm never like actually I'm actually an addict. So like when you watch to YouTube, like I did get looking from that all the times.
So you've been clean for 2 years then?
I have been. Yeah, I mean I am usually like 5 hours a week, but like I haven't hit the 20 hours yet.
Yes, sir. 5 hours a week is pretty
Solid. Yeah,
result.
yeah.
For me, during the school year, I just use YouTube to listen to podcasts. It's like I usually don't sit down and watch YouTube. So it's like I'm brushing my teeth, I listen to a podcast. If I'm walking to class or I'm listening to an interview or listening to like music on YouTube because it might not be available on Spotify and stuff like that. That's where most of my screen time goes to, like YouTube for those reasons. During passive activities I'm simultaneously doing. But that YouTube algorithm is crazy though.
Really OD.
Yeah.
I mean, like now I'm Chrome is just not as good. I kind of make it sad. Like it makes it sad that like I know how good it can be, but I also know like it's actually a working system for me.
Yeah. That sounds like being clean has helped you. Has helped you.
It has, bro. For sure.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, man. So moving away from that, we have the Oluswole Bowl. That's part of the podcast where we ask you some off the cuff questions.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fire away.
You said off the cut?
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
Explain that word. Off the cuff.
Is in a sense like they're kind of just out there. They can be a little out there, or they're just kind of kind of random, kind of out there.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a tradition. We've done this in all 41 episodes. So yeah, since episode 1. So,
okay.
Yeah. So first question is, what is the worst advice you've ever been given and why?
Dang. What do you mean advice? Let's see. I think the worst advice is like actually I can't remember any specifically, but like I feel like more generalistically is when somebody says do this, and you're like 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 you shouldn't, but you still do it.
Yeah.
Like at all levels. I can't even say a specific example. I just like and you just like yeah, I should not follow through.
Yeah.
It was actually it was actually bad advice.
Yeah.
It was like what a regret. Like you knew it was a better answer, but better way of doing things. But like, yeah. I can't really think of any. If I knew an advisor was really bad, like I just want to listen. I'm like, okay, bro, keep pushing.
Boom. Yeah. Pushing A.
Pushing.
For Abdi.
That's not
Yeah, that's fair. That's valid. The second question is, which fictional character do you relate to the most and why?
Ooh, relate to us might be Naruto, honestly. The reason is like, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like definitely the most brightest or anything. I'd say that like this younger me, I got like, I mean, yeah, this definitely would work much harder. I think like I think it was just that work ethic. Like even if like you just mess up and just like I was more goofy as a kid, I'll say, and just maybe those customs was like I wasn't around and I didn't like fully live in the U.S. So like so just like those like customary things I was just doing that didn't they add up. But like also worked really hard though. So just like I don't know, like and they had that drive Yellis has, just not giving up and stuff like that. So that's probably who I relate to. But also I watched OD and Naruto, so like and then watching them like passively.
Good. When I was a kid, I used to think Naruto's last name was Shippuden.
Shippuden?
Well, that was the last name.
Shippuden, like
Yeah.
Shippuden,
Yeah. So that's his last name. Yeah. Can't do the run.
the Naruto one.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah, I'll show you later. I'll show you later.
How fast is your 100 meters with the Naruto run?
Under like 10 seconds.
What is that?
Under 10.
World record? That's like
World record.
that's like Olympics. He should put you in the trials.
I mean, if you're a ninja, you'll be able to see me. How fast it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you spent some time living outside of the U.S. I remember correctly. You spent some time living in Kenya and Somalia, right?
I mean, like, Somalia was just like, I was just going there. And most of the time, it was just like, I actually don't really remember most of the time period. It was like much younger. I lived in Kenya. That was like, this family, like, yeah.
Do you speak do you understand any Swahili at all? Or?
No, I don't. Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my parents, my mom speaks Swahili. Like, she understands it, like, switches it
Wow,
back. Yeah.
that's tough.
But, like, I mean, some of my family members do, but, like, yeah. I think if I lived there, like, I probably just passively just know it by song. But, like, yeah.
Family members is in like your older family members, not your siblings. Or-
Not my family, like, I'm saying, like, family is, like, my, like, the duration above me.
I say,
Yeah.
interesting. So they speak, but they're like trilingual. Then they must be, or like that bilingual at least.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them, like, I mean, the whole group in Kenya. So it's just like, yeah, they just know it. Yeah.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah.
Is there a big Somali population in Kenya, or is that just like one off?
Honestly, it probably is, since, like, seeing they're, like, the right next to the border, like, the border countries.
But
Yeah, but, like, I also do not know. Say I don't remember being there. Yeah.
the movie just happened.
I would be like, but the early part of your life is it just phases.
Yeah, comes and goes in waves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's a song reference.
yeah.
But
I don't know the name of the song. But I know it sounds like it goes in waves. But I don't know the name of it.
I want to do like an MRI scan of your brain. But I don't know how you're like able to like collectively like have all these little things just together passively, like it's insane.
I appreciate it, bro. I used to also podcasting, like knowing how to like draw connections between like certain things. Yeah, but yeah, this is a fun place to exhibit that skill, I guess. And lastly, if animals were all the same size, which one would win in a fight?
Same size. I don't know. I want to see a cockroach at my height.
Yo,
That's something I'll just tap out. I feel like I mean, clearly, I feel like all water animals. Okay, what's the like? Let's take an engineering mindset to this. How is the fighting state going to be? Like, are you on like on land, or are you fighting in water?
good question. The problem is some animals can't.
Exactly.
So I think maybe you should do one for land and one for water. So
Okay.
split it. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, want to think about this. Let's see. I want to think about animals that are very tiny right now, but like if they're scaled up, how scary they'd be.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer the rather myself be humans because like we definitely know how to play fair.
Yeah.
I think.
That's true.
But
Excluding humans though.
excluding humans.
Yeah.
Oh no. My brain is blinking. I'm just going either the lion. No. I feel the lion will just keep clapped. For some reason, I just feel like the cockroach being that big would be very intimidating. Nobody want like the other animals will not want to mess with it.
Yeah.
Like at all. Especially if lion wants to. Imagine that. Imagine being
Oh my gosh.
like. I mean, imagine like it was like in a fight and like Demo losing and just buzzes away.
It's crazy. I think for me, at least for a land animal, it would have to be something that is small. Something it would have to be an animal that's normally small but very lethal. And I thought it'd be like I think it's called like the giant hornet or something like that. I think I forgot what it's called. I think it originates somewhere in Asia, but this giant hornet that has like a really lethal kind of not lethal, but like a really painful kind of sting that would cause welts and stuff like that. If that was like 6 feet tall, bro, like hornet, 6 feet tall, like that big, buzzing right next to you, you can imagine the buzzing noise would be way louder if they're that big.
Yeah.
So it's just that would be ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, I do want to see teenager turtles of like size turtles. Like I want to see some like the size of like a teenager turtle.
yeah, listen,
That'd be something interesting.
yeah.
I don't know, bro. Actually, I don't know what animal would win. Quite honestly.
I think mammals will not win though. Humans aside, it's like mammals. If we all equalize for size, I feel like a lot of mammals don't have the sauce. Like they're just fleshy. It's like insects would.
Honestly, I don't know answer.
What?
Hey, what's that animal? A porcupine?
Porcupine? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
First of all, imagine like our size and just it has like even like it's what do you call those needles or whatever?
I think they're quills.
Quills, yeah.
Okay.
And assume that they grow as well.
That's crazy.
And you just
Yeah.
like there's actually like spears. You at least throw spears from your body.
Yeah.
Like all around.
You can't be touched.
You cannot be touched.
Yeah.
Cannot be touched.
Even if someone tries to like eat you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It'll just pierce through everything. Like
yeah. Crazy. That's a good one. Porcupine is a good one.
Yeah.
Put them underwater though.
Underwater, actually. Yeah. I'm thinking of putting that porcupine underneath the water, like how that would work. Like not wouldn't work that well though, or would it? Let's see. I still think so. Like you can't put the whale in the way. You said the same size though, right?
Same size, yeah.
As humans.
Yeah.
Is I don't think a whale would do that well. You know. A piranha, honestly,
Ooh.
that's scary.
Those are pretty lethal.
Yeah. Honestly, don't know. Tech. What is that? I know electric snake.
Eel?
Eel. Yeah. I wonder like the radius is like what would they like how big from their size right now?
Yeah.
And they got our size, right?
Let's scale it up.
Yeah, so I wonder like the whole water near them just like we get electrified.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, something that can cover wider. I was thinking a shark would be kind of like a textbook answer.
Yeah.
But eel's actually a really good one because like they could shock you without even getting close to you, or stingray. I don't know if a stingray has a larger radius than an eel. We equalize for size. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's good actually.
You go back to the land animal. I wonder like a size of a skunk.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'll just be annoying though. I'd be like someone just dropping like a big poo and you just smell it. You're like,
I mean, that's it. A win is a win.
Yeah.
So like that'd be an interesting fight though. Like, honestly.
Yeah. Maybe we can get World Star to do the recording, to do the videography.
I don't get the reference.
No, you said it'll be an interesting fight between like the animals. I said you get World Star to the recording.
Bro, honestly, whenever you drop jokes, I'm just like, oh, I'm overthinking it. That brain is moving like at fastest rem at this point.
all 16 gigs.
Almost 64 bits for sure.
Nah, 16 gigs for sure. Not 64 bits. That's what I'm to sell it. But yeah, thanks for coming on the pod, man. That was the end of the episode. So,
do.
You still got some promo though. Oluswole on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're on TikTok, so we're throwing that up. Thank you guys for listening, and peace.
Right. I didn't even get TikTok though.
Yeah, we're on TikTok.